CrossFit Cheltenham same-sex threes competition WOD 1 is a 8-minute AMRAP of 40 box jump overs or step overs, 40 sandbags shoulder to overhead, 40 deadlifts and 40 double unders. Only one athlete can complete these reps at a time. During these reps, the other two athletes need to be in either a hang from the bar during the box jump over, a ski sit during the sandbag shoulder to overhead, a plank while the deadlift's occurring, and an athlete needs to be lifted by another athlete during the double unders. We'll go through the standards first. The box jump over. Two-footed jump to the box and off the other side. No extension necessary. You may step this as long as both feet touch the top, and then over to the other side of the box. Stepped or jumped as long as both feet are on the box. 1 foot on the box and straight over would constitute a no rep. So as long as both feet touch the top of the box and you then reach the other side, that would be a good rep. Then, the sandbag, shoulder to overhead. So, the sandbag must be held by the handles. There's 2 handles running up and down and 2 handles running across. There are handles at the end, but you can't hold the handles at the end. So, from the shoulder to fully overhead, shoulders and elbows fully locked out to the top of the movement, then back to the shoulders before the second rep. You can strict press this or push press it. If you do jerk it and you drop under, you then got to stand it up fully. This is the finished position for the movement. And just use a couple of reps on different positions to change it a little bit. 2 hands on the handle, still full extension of the arms at the top. So although the sandbag's hanging down the back, that's still a good rep. No reps would be a bend in the elbow, or head not through the hole, or holding the sandbags at the side. It must be held on the handle. The deadlift. Bar starts on the floor. So, finishes with the athlete stood tall, with the hips open and the knees straight. Shoulders behind the bar. Bar back to the floor again, and then back up again. You may drop the deadlift from the top, before you then pick it up. That's fine. And finally the double under, the rope must pass round and under the feet twice per single jump. Okay, during these reps, other things need to be occurring. So during the jump over the box, the 2 remaining athletes must be hanging from the bar. When the feet are clearly off the floor, the box jump can start. If one athlete comes off the bar during a rep, that rep will be no rep. The athletes must be off the floor before the rep starts, and then must still be off the floor when the rep finishes. As many reps as you want per athlete, so change as much as you want during this, but for the reps to occur, must be off the floor. Sandbag, ground to overhead, must be while a ski sit is occurring. One athlete is ski sitting. The knee must be bent at 90 degrees, the hip must be flexed at 90 degrees, so the feet are under the knees with 90-degree bend here. The arms cannot touch the legs, just rest on the legs with your arms. This would be not the correct position, so these reps on the sandbag would not occur. You can't touch the rig behind you either. Cannot touch the rig behind your back or your head. Cannot touch your head. Arms must be free and dangling at the side, or on your head, resting, or on your chest, wherever you want, but not on the legs. Then the sandbag can occur. That's a good rep if this athlete is in this position. And Only one athlete is on the ring. If the sandbag is dropped, that is also no rep. So, if the sandbag is dropped from this position, the rep will have to be repeated. It's a no rep for the last rep if the sandbag is dropped. During the deadlift, 2 athletes will be in a plank. The plank will occur inside the rig and behind the uprights. So hands behind the shoulder, move back, and into plank. The plank must be straight line between shoulder, hip, knee and ankle. If the hips drop, just drop slightly, these reps would then not be counted. If the hips are too high, again, reps would not be counted. Must be straight bodied throughout, then the deadlift can occur. Deadlift 2 reps. Good rep, while the plank is going, good rep, and rest, and rest. If the plank comes down during the rep, again, would constitute a no rep. Finally, an athlete must be lifted off the floor during the double unders. Lift your athlete off the floor any way you want, and then the reps can start. If the athlete comes down, then these reps will cease to count until the athlete is lifted again. Now the reps count. AMRAP, 8 minutes. Good luck.